This devlog is about sharing my journey to make the enemies feel alive in the game. This is me contemplating about how I should approach the problem. I decided to go with using state trees and EQS system to start the enemy behavior. I got the enemy to run around randomly in the world. So it's a success and I'm moving in the right direction. Hopefully.
So now that I got the wandering done, the next step is to not make him move randomly in the world, but probably have some waypoints for him to move around. So let's get to it. So just hitting the reset button, and I just needed a break away from my system. I was working for some time, was a bit tired, so I wanted a break, and I took a long walk. So it cleared my head, and I'm able to think more clearly on. And I'm ready to take on the challenges of completing this AI behavior. I'm 50% in, so it's still an ongoing process, and it requires a lot of grit. Uh, so this is a good break for me, away from my computer and being in nature. What else do you need? Now I'm ready to take on the day.
Okay, now the character is moving between three waypoints. The way I implemented this was to use a get latest waypoint function and feeding its value to the AI move to. This will move the character between waypoints. I'm using an interface and not casting anything as it is performance intensive. This is my celebratory dance.
Okay, so we have the character moving around in the world. I added a AI perception system to the character where it recognizes the player and starts looking at the player wherever he moves. I did that. So the next step is to make sure that any other AI in the world is informed about this state. So basically, I'm planning to send a location to the other AI in the world, which comes and it needs to check out that location if the player still exists there or not. If it doesn't exist, he goes around searching for him. Otherwise, he goes back to wandering. So that's my plan. Let's see how it goes.
I'm using EQS query to search the player. I get the player's position and generate a set of points around him and then move the AI to that position. So the other AI who is miles away is alerted and runs to the nearest location of the player.
Okay, now that's the AI in the world is working as intended. The player searches, and then there's a AI perception which recognizes the player. The one thing which I found odd was if I try to move away from the sight radius of the player, right, of the AI, the AI will never chase me and try to be around my vicinity. It stays where it's at. So my next step would be to make sure if the AI has sight of the player. So I'm using planning to use a line trace, which makes which sees whether there is, or maybe a spear trace, which sees whether the player is in within his sight. If he's not, I make use of my search functionality which I did previously, making use of EQS, where the AI goes around the player and looks for him if he loses sight. So that's my next step to make it look more natural rather than him being static at a particular place.
Okay, that's it for this 2 weeks. I'll be continuing to work on the AI, particularly the shooting of the AI on the player and reducing the health of the player. So that will be the next process. If you want to follow my journey, please do subscribe to the channel. That would mean a lot. Thank you.